guys, I just wanted to come on here really quick and show you some of my favorite potty training products. So my daughter is almost 2.5 now. We kind of did the long road of potty training, and after all of that, I just want to show you my favorite products that I've used, that I wish I knew about sooner, and that I would go back to time and time again. So first is this book. This book is absolutely fantastic. This is like the OG for me. This book gives you a guideline of how to do potty training. It gives you information on days and nights and why it's difficult for kids. I feel like the author has a little bit of a sense of humor, so it's an easy, quick read for parents. And going back, like after experiencing what I've experienced, I would not do potty training again without reading this first. This is something that I'm going to be giving to parents as their kids get older and as they get ready for potty training. So this book does give you kind of the guideline of how you want to start potty training, but it also gives you a breakdown of how to do days versus nights. Do you want to do them together or separate, and kind of the feedback. It's really more of a support for you to make your own decisions based on what's best for you and for your child. So I wouldn't start potty training again at all until I had read this book and I was really ready to do it. So that is my first must have. And the next one would be this little timer. This little timer is absolutely fantastic. My daughter loves this so much. We specifically only use it for potty because we don't want her to get excited about it going off and have there be confusion and stuff. But we got this one specifically because it has the visual timer on it. So let me go ahead and show it to you guys really quick. It goes up to 99 minutes and 55 seconds. Very specific. So I wanted something where she could see when the timer was going to go off. So I'm going to set this really quick. And as you can see, as it's going down, it gives a very good visual of when it's time to go potty, when you need to try again. And so we set the timer really quick. It's going to go off. So anytime she hears that, she immediately goes, oh, potty time. And we're like, yep, it's potty time. So this is fantastic because it gives her the reminder to check herself that she needs to go potty. And I initially bought it because I was telling her, oh, hey, it's time to go potty. And she was like, no, because she's 2. That's what 2-year-olds do. And so if you're having a hard time with that, this is absolutely a great motivator. It does have different settings for the volume and then the light. I like this one because she can't really mess with it. So we would go and put her on the potty, and whether she went or not, we would come back and reset the timer. So if she didn't go, we'd reset it for 20 minutes. If she did go, then we'd reset it for about an hour, hour and a half, because I know that's what my child's bladder does. So each kid is different, but I highly recommend this. After it's set, you have the dial here, and that's how you change the time on there. After it's set, it just kind of sits there. And again, it's great for the visual. It's great, honestly, for anything else that you need help transitioning for. Toddlers are such visual creatures, and so I highly recommend this product, even if you're not potty training, but specifically one for potty training. I wouldn't want to mix potty training and a play one, if that makes sense. Not until they're older and they can kind of divide it. If you push the side button right there, it does pause the timer, which is also something that I really liked. Just because if she was going down for a nap, I didn't need it going off in 5 seconds. But this is something that we throw into the diaper bag, and she hears it going off and she's like, oh, it's potty time. And we tell her, wait, you can wait until we get to the potty and then you can go. And so again, guys, this is great. The next thing I want to show you is this car seat little piddle pad. So at first I didn't really think about potty training and the car seat, and let me tell you, it can get messy. So we also just moved across the country, and so we were in the car for a couple days, and this really saved us in between stops. So right here is the insert for the buckle. So you just put the buckle through there, and then you're still able to put the kid in, safety first and everything. There's these indents here for where the straps go on the bottom of the car seat, so that it's not altering how the kid is buckled in at all, which is something that's important to me. And then you can see it's just an absorbent pad. You can hear it kind of makes kind of like a little bit of a crinkly sound. I wanted this one specifically because it's reusable. It came in a pack of 2. You can just go ahead and rewash it and then put it back in. It's not a big deal. And so this was really helpful when my daughter started to pee and then she would catch herself. And so I would highly recommend this or something similar to this when you start potty training, just because you're in the car a lot. You don't want to have accidents. You don't want to be out somewhere and have to worry about changing the entire car seat or your kid having to sit in that on their way home. So this is great to just have in there, and then if they do have an accident, pull it out. It's not a big deal. I highly recommend looking into that. The other thing for when you're traveling is this little like travel potty almost. So this just sits on top of an adult potty in the restroom. So you just put it on and it immediately makes it small enough that a kid can use it. So we've been using this for a really long time. This is absolutely fantastic because it does fold down and collapse so well. It's not like in the way or anything. It fits into the diaper bag really well. And then one of the other reasons why I went with this one is because it does have these suction cups up here on this side, and then a couple more here on the bottom. So it's not like falling all over the place on top of the restroom. Something else is just a little more sanitary. You know, I want my kid to be safe. I want them to use a potty. I know where it's been. I clean and wipe it down. And so this was a great option for us if you're traveling anywhere, even if it's just to the grocery store. This is great to have in your bag just so you can pull it out, put it on the toilet, and your toddler can go. The final product that I recommend, and I was really kind of wishy-washy on this because I was like, it's fine, she can just use the big toilet, it's not a big deal, is a tiny potty. I didn't want to have to go through the hassle of like cleaning this out. I just wanted to have a step stool so she can get on the big potty and just call it a day. This is a must. I don't know how I would have done it without one of these. We have one of these in every bathroom in our house. And let me show you why I like this one specifically. So first, it looks like an adult toilet. So that was really important to me because I want her to get used to using the toilet. I wanted her to know what it looks like. And so I wanted one that looked exactly like ours. And so this is the one that I got. The handle does flush. It makes a little bit of a louder sound, which I actually also wanted because toilets flush, they scare kids. I wanted her to get used to that. I wanted her to have control over that. And I wanted it to be something that was on her level. The other reason I like this is because it's got a big, huge back. It's got plenty of room to put, we usually put a book in there, something for her to look at while she's sitting on the potty. A book or a little toy sometimes. And then we've also done the flushable wipes in there just so we have all of the stuff. The other reason why I really like this potty is that it disassembles really well. So this part comes off. It does have a little guard right here. So for little girls and little boys, they get very curious about what's happening and they want to see, and that often moves their aim. So just with that being right there, it kind of catches everything. It goes right down into the potty and it doesn't make a mess, which is fantastic. And then this little part here, this is where the poo and pee actually goes, and it's easy enough for my daughter to pick up so that she can help dump it, so that she's responsible. She takes a lot of pride in being able to flush her own waste, and so that was something that was important. I didn't want something that I was going to have to fight with to try to pull out or anything like that. And so that's why I really like this little potty. I also like how high off the ground it is. It's high enough that she gets the like proper sitting angle, but not so high that it's a struggle to get onto. She's able to sit on it by herself. She's able to do her business. I don't have to worry about her falling off. And that's like so helpful because it's also great if I need to step out of the room, because I do like to give her some privacy. She does a lot better when I give her a little bit of privacy. And so sometimes I'll step out and I'll ask her if she wants, you know, a snack or something while she's just sitting there. And that way she has something to look forward to. And so anyway, this is absolutely one of my favorite products that we've used. I will continue to use this, and this is one I'm going to be saving for the future. I really hope that this helps. I hope that you look through these products and find the ones that work for you, and let me know. Thanks.